Hi there, welcome back to the DutchRC channel, thank you very much for watching. And I have an interesting quadcopter to show you today. It is the Hubsan H502S Desire. Now, why is this an interesting quadcopter? Well, it is the most, or at least one of the most affordable quadcopters with GPS. So this one would do for instance, a return to home, but reliably, not like the other toy grade quadcopters without GPS. It also has FPV. It can record that FPV footage in 720p, and I can already tell you that the recordings are pretty good. It doesn't have a gimbal, so the footage isn't stabilized, but it looks pretty good. I've tested it already, and I was actually impressed. It's a nice looking quadcopter as well, and yeah, I got this one from GearBest, and check out the link in the description of this video. It's a very affordable quadcopter for the features it has. So let's take a look in the box, what we get for our money. As you can see, quadcopter, a white quadcopter. It is brushed for this price and the size of this quadcopter. That's okay, I think. But yeah, it looks well finished, and the plastics look nice. We'll have a closer look in a minute. And if I lift this off, we see a transmitter, and as you can see, it has a screen, so you don't need goggles for this FPV quadcopter to fly it FPV. And gimbals feel pretty nice. Yeah, it is a bit plasticky. We'll have a closer look at this in a minute as well. And we have two spare parts boxes, but one is empty. We have some manuals we'll take a look at, and wrench and stuff, maybe props. Okay, we'll have a look at those in a minute as well. Okay, let's start out by taking a closer look at the less important stuff. The manual. And it comes with a little flyer, which I'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, the manual isn't, of course, super unimportant, and actually this is one of the better manuals I've come across for RC equipment. It is very clear about everything what you need to do, and what the functions are and how they work. Very good manual. The English isn't broken or strangely translated English. It's proper English. So yeah, the manual gets a thumbs up from me. Very good manual. And it comes with this flyer which tells you how to calibrate the quadcopter. You need to calibrate the accelerometers and the sensors in the quadcopter before flying it. I'll talk about that in the flight videos as well, how to actually do that, because there's an awkward or a wrong way of doing it and a right way. So yes, I'll show you that in a flight video. Okay, the quadcopter obviously also comes with a set of propellers. That's very good. And screws to screw them onto the quadcopter, and a little screwdriver to help you with that. It also comes with a spare set of propellers, so very good. I think it's a very easy flying quadcopter, so you might not even need a spare set of propellers, but I appreciate they shipping it with a spare set of propellers, of course. Okay, next up is the transmitter that comes with this quadcopter, with a little smiley face. Okay, let's see. The gimbals feel pretty good, actually. The transmitter is a bit plasticky. It looks a little plasticky, but it feels pretty nice actually. It takes 4 AA's that you'll have to provide yourself. Obviously 2 sticks to control your quadcopter, a few switches and knobs. Let's get over those. These are to trim your quadcopter if it slightly veers to the left or the right. Let's see, this switch over here is to switch between position hold and altitude hold. With the quadcopter having GPS, it can obviously do position hold. And this switch over here is for your return to home. This one over here. So with the switch towards yourself, you're just flying it, and if you flip this switch up, it'll return to the launch position if it had sufficient reception of satellites. It needs at least 6 satellites to accomplish that return to home or position hold. Let's see, you've got a button over here to take pictures and a button over here to start and stop your videos. And let's see, is that it? Yeah, and the transmitter obviously has a screen. There. It shows you all kinds of information. On the bottom you see GPS log information. At this moment I don't have GPS log, obviously I'm indoors. In flight it'll show battery voltage and stuff over here. So that's very nice. I'm not sure what part of that information will be visible if you'd, for instance, want to use this quadcopter with goggles. I simply don't know, but we'll try that. I'll show that in one of the flight videos. Alright, and last but not least, the quadcopter itself. And once again, I'm quite impressed by the fit and finish. It has a nice design, a well thought out design. Not cheap looking at all. The plastics, yes it is all plastic, feel sturdy, everything fits together well. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here, very nice looking quadcopter. Now at the front you obviously have its camera, an FPV camera, and you can't see that it has a GPS antenna. It's all worked into the body. Yeah, I like that. On a quadcopter of this size I wouldn't have liked a separate satellite dish, I think. Let's see. Yeah, at the back we have a hatch for the battery. And as you can see, the battery uses a standard GST connector. I appreciate that very, very much. And what kind of battery is it? It is a 610 milliampere 2S LiPo. 2S. Huh. Surprising. Actually, as you can see, it's very, very thin. It might be hard to find alternate batteries for this quadcopter, but once again I do appreciate it using a standard GST connector, so you do have options of using other batteries. Very nice. In a minute I'll show you what the LEDs on the quadcopter look like as well, of course. And let's see, at the bottom here is the micro SD card slot, and very beneficial if you want to have recordings, to have the memory card in the quadcopter itself and not in the transmitter. This way your recordings won't have the static or interference shown in the FPV feed. Very nice. The quadcopter does not come with a memory card. That would have been nice from Hubsan if they would have added a 4 GB memory card. Those aren't very expensive, so yeah, that would have been nice. So that's what the quadcopter with the propellers on looks like. Yeah, so far I'm happy with its looks. Yeah, it's plastic, but it looks of decent quality. So let's switch it on so we can see the LEDs. Okay, they are blinking now because it doesn't have satellite reception, of course, and it's not bound to the transmitter. But as you can see, it has in the motor pods, at the bottom of the motor pods, it has red LEDs at the rear and blue ones at the front. So they didn't get the colors mixed up this time. Very nice to have blue LEDs at the rear. There is a faint LED in the body over here. You won't be able to see that in the video. It's a blue status LED. If you be flying at night, you'd probably be able to see that, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's from the receiver or something. But these LEDs are pretty visible at night, so it could make for a nice night flyer as well. Okay, last thing I should add, the quadcopter does come with a USB to balance lead connector to charge up the flight battery. Very good. And yeah, I'll at the moment the weather over here is a bit bad, so I can't do a flight video right now. But I'll make sure to do flight videos, several. I'll show you all the features of the quadcopter in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. For now, thank you very much for watching and hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye!